Our brand new biographies online, and why wouldn't we get our newest member here?
Oh.
You're not so new anymore, though. Huh?
A year.
Yeah.
I'm a year in.
The latest, greatest edition over time.
Oh,
you know.
well, thank you.
Well, here you are. Kristyn Hartman, K-Hart. I get this.
K-Hart.
Yeah, I get this incredible
I love
urge
that.
to call you K-Hart.
Well,
every
go
time.
right ahead.
Yeah.
I've had nicknames everywhere I've been.
Like what?
Well, a lot of people just love saying Hartman. I've gotten that everywhere I've been. My maiden name is Janikowski, and so people call me Jay. Okay. That's something people might not know. And one of my other nicknames was Laura, because I can do a really good imitation of, oh, Rob.
There you go, Laura.
So people used to call me Laura. You know.
Things people don't. Midwest all your life, though.
Yes.
I mean, for the most part.
Grew up in the Chicagoland area, and then went to school at Northwestern. I know it's not Ohio State, the Ohio State, but it's another Big Ten school. And then after school, got married a month after graduation, and then 5 months.
It's good to see you waited. It's fine.
And then 5 months after graduation, went to Joplin, Missouri, which was my first job. You know, that first job is you're cutting your teeth. You're making mistakes. I hyperventilated on the air the first time I anchored.
Is that your most embarrassing moment on television?
Yeah, I would say. Well, there are two. The other most embarrassing moment, I was doing a live shot. This was also in Joplin, and thank God there was no YouTube at the time. We were covering flooding in 1993, and I'm walking in the water during the live shot, and there was something that I didn't see in the murky water, and I tripped and fell.
Oh, goodness.
Face first into the water.
So you took a header into the water, like...
During my live shot, yes. And popped right back up and finished
and
the
kept
story.
Going. Of course you did.
Yeah.
Do you have that on tape somewhere?
I don't.
Oh.
I don't. I wish I did.
That would be awesome.
Yeah,
TV.
It would be.
That would be a YouTube moment for certain.
Yes, it would.
These days.
Yeah.
Best interview you've ever had? Person you have interviewed?
Best person I've interviewed. You know, and it was brief, but memorable because we didn't think he would stop. We were on the tarmac at Sky Harbor Airport, and we had been waiting for Air Force One to land. And they said, no questions, no questions. You cannot shoot a question at President Clinton. And you know, we're all standing there like, yeah, right. We're gonna shoot a question. And so we're all yelling our questions, and he came walking over, and you know, it was, for what it was, you know, this impromptu thing, he took like 5 or 6 questions at the end of the day, and it felt like a conversation and not an interview. And that's why I loved it.
Why Columbus? When it came down to it, we all take the job where we, you know, what we're up for and what we get, but what have you made out of Columbus in your time here? Any surprises, things you didn't expect? Or?
No, you know, in our industry, people know WBNS-10TV very well. It's the gold standard. That's what everybody always tells you. And there's a commitment here. You know, I love our 10TV News Presents specials. I got to do this story on the year anniversary of the Animal release, and got to interview all the players and put together a piece that had emotion, and I've never been able to do that anywhere else. Focus on something for 16 minutes, you know? That's unheard of. The fact that we do that here is really, really special.
How do you get away from it all?
I'm very similar to you in that respect. My house is my refuge. I love that place. I love just hanging out in German Village. It's walking around. There are little nuances about living in German Village. You see different things every time you take a walk, which I love. Hanging out with my husband and my dog, Roxy.
Yep. Kristyn, Chris,
and Roxy. Yes. Absolutely.
What about hobbies?
Hobbies. People might not know I love needlepoint. I do needlepoint stockings and ornaments for people. I bake. I'm a mad baker.
Really?
And I love travel. You know, if you're going to be telling people about the world, you should know the world. And knowing the world is seeing the world.
Most exotic place you've ever been?
Definitely Machu Picchu. It took a long time to get there. It is definitely worth it, though.
You climb the steps and all that, right?
Yeah, really, really beautiful.
Very interesting visit. Is there one last thing that the people should know? Hidden talent, or what's out there that people don't know about you?
If you ever see me talking to myself, I do that all the time.
Yeah.
I like to have conversations with myself, as my husband says.
I find you get better answers that way.
There you go. Although you got some pretty good answers, I hope.
We got great answers from K. Hart, okay?
You're a great interviewer,
That is
Jeff.
the biography online.